Good day everyone. Today, we're going to discuss how to prepare a table of specification. But first, let me introduce our team. Ms. Karen Faith Bedesua, Ms. Robbie Jane Carcero, Ms. Cherilyn Joy Alcalde, Mr. John Paul Cambal, and yours truly, Princess Stephanie Gonzalez. General step in developing a table of specification. Determine the objective of the test. In the process of designing a test or assessment, the initial and crucial step is to determine the test objective. This objective should align with the instructional objectives, which are typically established at the beginning of a course when the teacher develops the course syllabus. Instructional objectives define what students should learn and achieve by the end of the course. For example, we have different lessons here with a specific objectives. For Lesson 1, the chromosomes. Identify the structure of chromosomes. Lesson 2, cell cycle. Understand the phases of cell cycle and their regulatory mechanism. Lesson 3, cell division. Describe the phases of cell cycle. Lesson 4, role of meiosis in gametogenesis. Explain how the process of meiosis results in genetic diversity among gametes. Lesson 5, Mendelian Genetics. Discuss Mendel's law of inheritance. Lesson 6, Non-Mendelian pattern of inheritance. Examine the genetics basis of certain genetic disorder. Lesson 7, Diagramming across. Create a Punnett square to illustrate the inheritance of non-Mendelian trait. Number 2, determine the coverage of the test. It is the next step in creating a TOS. You have to determine the content of the text. Only the topic or content that has been discussed in class and is relevant should be included in the test.
So after we identify the test coverage, the third step in creating table of specification is to calculate the weight of each topic. So to determine the percent of time or the weight of each topic, you have this formula. Time spent for each topic is divided by the total time spent multiplied to 100. So we have here the table. As you can see, the topic chromosome and role of meiosis in gametogenesis have the same time spent, which is 150 minutes. So 150 minutes divided by the total time spent, which is 1,200 minutes. The result is 0.125. Times or multiplied to 100 will give you the result of 12.5%. The same with the rest of the topic. 180 minutes is divided by 1,200 is equal to 0.15 times multiplied to 100 is equals to 15%. So this is the percent of time in each topic with a total of 100%.
So, to determine the items for the whole test in making a table of specifications, you'll need to consider the content and skills you want to assess. Break down the test into different sections based on the topics or concept you want to cover. Then, allocate the appropriate number of items to each section based on the importance and desired emphasis in the test. This way, you can ensure a balanced and comprehensive assessment.
So the fifth step in making the TOS, wherein getting the number of items per topic, you have to multiply the total number of times to the percent of time. So we have 7 topics. First, the chromosomes have 12.5% with a total of 5 items. Cell cycle and cell division have same percentage of 15 with a total of 6 items per topics. The rules of meiosis and in gametogenesis, we have 12.5% with a total of 5 items, and the rest of the topic have also the same 15%, and with each topic have 6 items.
This moment of time, we're going to discuss about the table of specification as a whole. So we have here in the first column, we have here the topics that includes the chromosomes, cell cycle, cell division, role of meiosis, Mendelian and non-Mendelian, and diagramming across. So in the second column, we have here the learning competencies that are reflected the corresponding total number of the time plot for the learning competencies in the next column. So we have here the time spent. Then we added the entry, that's why we have the 20 hours in total. We have here the number of items in the corresponding topics, and if you are wondering how to get its percentage, so in the past discussion we discussed how to get the percentage with using division and multiplication. And to our next step, we have here the cognitive domain. So we can simply decide which cognitive domain is needed to measure. In this example of our TOS, we included the all of cognitive domain, which are the remembering, understanding, application, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. So in remembering, all the placement of the items is included into test 1, as well as in the understanding. All the placement of the number is also included in the test 1. Meanwhile, in the application, we included the placement of the number 9 to 31 into the test 1 and 35 to 40 in the test 2. It is in the application. So the analyzing is to all the numbers. The placement of the numbers is included into test 1. So we have here the points per item. So in remembering, we have the 1 point per item. It is also 1 point per item on the understanding, and 1 point per item for application in the test 1, and in the test 2, 2 points per item. And also, in the analyzing to creating, 1 point per item. The types of the test. So in the test 1, the multiple choice, and in the test 2, we have the problem solving question.